Hello story lovers, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're journeying back in time to the heart of Africa, to the magnificent kingdom of Azania. This was a land of vast savannas, mighty rivers, and vibrant cities, all ruled by a great and just king named Themba. King Themba wasn't just a ruler, he was a true leader, loved by his people for his wisdom, bravery, and immense kindness. His kingdom flourished because he led with both strength and compassion. As a fierce warrior, he stood as a shield, protecting Azania from any threat. But as a leader, his heart was always with his people, their needs and well-being his highest priority. Under his watchful eye, Azania was a land of peace and prosperity. But even the most prosperous lands face trials. One year the skies remained stubbornly clear. The sun beat down relentlessly, and a severe drought seized the land of Azania. The rivers shrank, the soil cracked, and the crops, the very lifeblood of the people, began to wither and die. Fear like a shadow crept across the kingdom. The people of Azania, whose lives were so deeply connected to the earth, watched in despair as their fields turned to dust. Seeing the worry etched on the faces of his people, King Themba knew that waiting was not an option. He summoned the wisest elders from every village and the most skilled farmers in the kingdom. He gathered them not to command, but to collaborate. "Our land is thirsty," he told them, "and our people are worried. Together, we must find a way to bring the water back and restore life to our fields." This was the mark of his leadership. He didn't dictate, he united. For many days and nights the great council deliberated. They shared ancient knowledge, debated new ideas, and pooled their collective wisdom. Finally, a brilliant and ambitious plan emerged. They would dig a network of canals, a web of lifelines that would carry water from the mighty river that bordered the kingdom, channeling it directly to the parched farmlands. It was a monumental task, one that would require the effort of every single person in Azania. But King Themba didn't just announce the plan from his throne. He rolled up his sleeves, picked up a shovel, and led the effort himself. He worked from sunrise to sunset, digging alongside his people, his hands as calloused as any farmer's. His presence was a powerful inspiration. Seeing their king toiling under the same hot sun, sharing their sweat and their struggle, filled the people with renewed strength and determination. A spirit of unity swept through the kingdom, turning a daunting challenge into a shared mission. Slowly but surely, the canals took shape, stretching like veins across the landscape. The people worked together, their chants and songs echoing across the savanna. And then, as if the heavens themselves were rewarding their incredible effort, the sky darkened. The long-awaited rains finally came, falling upon the ready land. The water flowed through the newly built canals, quenching the thirsty earth and breathing life back into the kingdom. The fields turned from brown to green, and the crops grew strong and healthy. A great celebration erupted throughout Azania. The harvest was bountiful, and the storehouses were full once more. The people rejoiced, not just for the rain, but for their own strength and unity, and for the king who had led them through the darkness. King Themba's wisdom and hands-on leadership had not just saved the crops, it had saved the kingdom and strengthened the bonds of his community forever. The story of King Themba and the great drought was passed down from generation to generation. He wasn't just remembered as a king, but as a symbol of strength, compassion, and true leadership. His legacy teaches us that the greatest leaders are not those who sit on high, but those who walk among their people, share their burdens, and inspire them to build a better future together. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey to ancient Azania. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next adventure. See you next time.